In Queen's Gambit, the starting moves are 1, d4, d5 to c4. With d5, black begins to fight for the center in traditional fashion by occupying it with pawn. d5 opens a diagonal for the development of light-squared bishop. It also discourages an immediate e4. Queen's Gambit is more solid positional opening. Popular variations in Queen's Gambit include Slav Defense c6, Queen's Gambit decline e6, and Queen's Gambit accepted d takes c4. Let us check the main ideas and plans for the Queen's Gambit opening so that when you will practice the opening lines, you will understand the logic behind the moves.
Please like, share video and subscribe to the channel so that we can create more such quality content for you.
Let us check Queen's Gambit accepted first. Black plays d takes c4. It is not really pawn sacrifice by white, as white can easily recover the pawn, for example by queen a4 check. However, we recommend e4, attacking c4 and taking full center control. If black tries to hold c4 pawn by playing b5, white plays a4. Here, a6 is a mistake, as after a takes b5, black cannot recapture it with a takes b5 as a6 pawn is pinned to the rook on a8. So here, instead of a6, black needs to play c6, but still white has bit more initiative. So we recommend that black should give up the c4 pawn and focus on development. If you play black and white plays knight c3, although it looks like a fine developing move, actually it is a mistake. Then you play e5. White cannot play e takes d5 as then after queen takes d1 check, knight takes d1, black is better due to the bishop pair in open position and white's ruined pawn structure. So white normally plays d5. Then you can attack it with knight f6. Black can hold the extra pawn and is better. Let us check Queen's Gambit decline or QGD next. With 2 e6, black declines the Queen's Gambit in the traditional way. e6 supports the d5 pawn and opens a diagonal for the development of dark square bishop. However, e6 also blocks the c8 h3 diagonal for the light squared bishop. Black needs to find a way to develop the light squared bishop. White's preferred moves are knight c3 and knight f3. We recommend knight c3. After building a pawn center with the first two moves, white begins the development of minor piece with knight c3. On c3, the knight controls the d5 square and also the e4 square. White would like to play e4 at some point to gain even more center control, and knight c3 facilitates this break. Black normally responds with knight f6, developing a piece fighting for the center and preparing for castle. Here, white has three choices: c takes d5, knight f3, or bishop g5. We recommend c takes d5, which has many aggressive plans, including the minority attack on the queen side or a preparation for an all-out attack in the center with timely e4. After black plays e takes d5, white normally responds with bishop g5, developing piece and pinning black knight. The position remains solid with around equal chances for both white and black. Now, let us check Slav defense. Black plays c6 instead of e6 to support d5. Idea is not to block the light squared bishop on c8. White's main move is knight f3, developing the knight and taking more control over the e5 square. Black can reply with knight f6, exerting control over the e4 square as well as reinforcing protection of the d5 square. The position is solid, similar to Queen's Gambit declined, where both sides have multiple good choices. For example, knight c3, developing other knight and putting more pressure on d5 and e4 squares. e6, bishop g5, h6, bishop h4, d takes c4, e4, g5, bishop g3, and b5. In other uncommon variations like knight c6, e5, bishop f5, white has got superior position with lot of initiative. So we do not recommend them for black. From white side, you can easily overpower them after practicing in the opening master. With these main ideas and plans under your belt, now you can prepare and practice Queen's Gambit from white or black side. All the best.